I'm so happy that we exist in Upham's Corner. I walk down the street and I see some people across the street walking, maybe a family. I hear traffic. I do smell a little bit of food. I hear music of the cultures. I say hello, I go to the barbershop. I can talk to anyone on the street. The Pierce building, it's beautiful.
You know, the building was an oldie but goodie. It's always been beautiful, right? Because it has this craftsmanship that you can see throughout, but there were times when it would rain outside and then some of that would be inside. What expedited this is when a large piece of marble fell off of the building. Immediately, we put up a scaffolding that those of us who are near in the neighborhood could not stand, and that scaffolding remained in place until we could get the financing together to start to rehab the building.
And we had to shore the whole building, and it was a pretty tricky affair. It seemed everywhere we looked, there were surprises. Corroded steel, there were brick ties, stone ties that had corroded.
But what did we learn from these photographs? Well, the big one, of course, is the cornice. They had rusted, they'd begin to sag, so they were removed from the building entirely.
There's a lot of foot traffic outside, a lot of questions being asked to workers while they're out there. What's going on? When's it going to be done?
This building replaces Dad's farm, basically, by his son, Samuel Pierce. In the early Sanborn maps I was looking at, they would sometimes list the uses. So the first uses I saw were a candy factory, a dance studio, everything that happened in the neighborhood, you know, found a home in this building, and it's still kind of happening.
The neighborhood has changed quite a bit over time. Back to the 50s where you see white flight. In the 80s, you start seeing landlords abandoning buildings, burning them down. All the signs of a community that has been left. Fast forward today, and things are really, really different. And the intention behind making it fully commercial was around creating more affordable commercial space for the kinds of businesses and organizations that would provide either service to the community or it would give space to local entrepreneurs.
It was rewarding to see the love that Dorchester Bay has for this particular community, for the businesses within the community, as well as the people of the community.
What hasn't changed in the neighborhood is kind of the spirit of this community and the culture and the things that we really love about Upham's Corner.
Dorchester Bay has collaborated with residents all their lives, you know, to do this work. So it's like, let's keep on building community together because that's the important thing.
The organization has been around for almost 45 years in this neighborhood. Part of what that looks like is developing quality housing. It also means lending capital to small businesses. We also support folks who are coming home from incarceration. When the scaffolding came down, people were emailing me, people were texting me. They were like, oh, people sent me pictures as if I had not seen that the scaffolding was down.
As we took it down, people were probably like, you painted it? You know?
I think that's what makes me happy to be from a neighborhood is that I feel comfortable, I feel like I belong. We're working to build something collectively.
In communities that have experienced disinvestment, in communities that do have lots of poverty, there's often a perception that we don't deserve nice things, and we do. And so we deserve to have this stunning building in this neighborhood. There's no reason to replace it when it's majestic in its own way.